I'm back again. Yeah, did you like that? I was here and then I left and then I came back. That's typical me. Typical Rachel stuff. So, I decided that since I was not in the scheduled thing, hey Heidi, that I would come back, if that made sense. So, hey Howell. Hey Howell. Guess where your box is? It's in Michigan. Apparently, the post office, hey Kim, the post office put it on the wrong, what's the term they used? Not cargo, not, uh, on the wrong freight or something. Hey, Miss Loretta. And, shipped it out of Illinois to Michigan. It's in Michigan. Yes. So, you may never get this box. I called them and I read them the riot act. Hey, Jumby, right? That's me tonight, Jumby. Mecca lecca hi, Mecca Heidi ho, right? Hey, Jamie. Hi, Rhonda. So, tell you, I took a little bit of a nap. That was me up until like 10 minutes ago when I realized, wait a minute, I have to get up. I have to get up and do this. I had not set an alarm. I hadn't said anything. So I just woke up. That's it. And now it's go time. So forgive me if I'm a little out of it. Just forgive me. And this is like bugging the heck out of me. There we go. So how's everybody? Got a lot of planet stuff going on, and I'm not joking here. We got a lot of planet stuff in the morning, especially. We have a waxing moon, meaning everything is just, we're building up to something. So I hope that during the new moon that you guys took the time to just really kind of focus on what seeds you wanted to plant where. You know what I'm talking about? So that during these full moon cycles that you can watch them grow. Okay. Now, as far as all that stuff, I actually made a note here. If I can find it. Yes. So we have Jupiter, and I wanted to talk about this really fast because these are all planets and areas that you can find on your hand, aka that's up my alley, right? So we have Jupiter, and this is all in the morning. You can see these planets. They're all lined up. Okay, they're all lined up, and they will be lined up with the moon actually, which is really weird when the moon is setting in the yeah. So anyway, so we have Jupiter, which is Zeus, index finger. So we have self-esteem. Okay, how we feel about what we're doing, right? The bravado that we have, right? So that's all solar plexus stuff because that's Zeus. Yeah. And then we have Venus, which is all social. Okay. And with that being said, social and how we feel about ourselves is always about, you know, do I want to fit in or do I want to be the follower or do I want to be the leader? That's that weird dichotomy between Jupiter and Venus, okay, when it comes to palmistry. And then we have Mars. So we have two areas, planes of Mars, one right here and then one over here, right? Now, those areas tell you exactly how to defend your principles, like who you are. And that's when I come to the big gun, which is Saturn. Saturn is also up there. Now, here's the wild thing is that Jupiter and Saturn are kind of having a face off right now. Like, they're just like right at each other, right? So, and pantheon and mythologically speaking, that, as the story goes, we shall say. Hello, Karen. Hi, Sandra. Sandra. Hey, Sarah. I never contacted you. Oh my goodness. All right. But anyway, so the thing with Jupiter, aka Zeus, and Saturn is that Zeus killed Saturn, his own father. And we also have Chiron, who's thrown up in there, and all this good stuff, right? We got good stuff. Chiron is back around. And Chiron is the wounded healer, and he's not really a planet, right? He's more of like an asteroid. So, all the stuff that how do I put this? All the stuff that we hold on to and that we ruminate over, it just keeps spinning around in our head. That stuff that makes us hesitate, right? Before we do take that job offer, before we do actually say, you know what, I am going to do that. You have to throw that away right now. You have to push that aside. And you have to do it because the universe is giving you an opportunity, so to speak, to kind of try and figure out how to heal those wounds that Chiron has. Because Chiron, as you know, being a wounded healer, he actually he was an immortal. He was one of Saturn's children, but he was a centaur. And because he was immortal, he was raised actually by Apollo. Okay. So he knew all about self care, knew all about medicinal arts, etc. But when he was training someone, I cannot remember who it was, they shot him on accident with a poisoned arrow in his flank. So, as an immortal, it would never heal and he would never die. So, those things that just stick with us, we need to just right now consciously push aside and say, enough of this. I'm not going to listen to this inner doubt, and I'm just going to jump. I'm going to leap, and I'm going to do it. You never know what might happen. You never know. And with the moon being waxing, meaning that it is getting larger, we are going toward a full moon. There's a lot of energy of making things grander, making things bigger, and expanding those ideas, right? So this is an opportune time to do that. I know that some people say you have to plan like 8 weeks in advance or something for whatever you want to bring into fruition, right? But I also say that energy influences what you are doing in the here and the now too, or else we wouldn't be so susceptible to feel the pull of the full moon when it is full. I mean, ask any nurse. Ask any nurse that works in an ER what happens during a full moon. And there's your answer. There's your answer. Hi, Natasha. Good to see you here. So, I have cards. And you might have noticed that on the bottom here, Facebook Star Gifters, you know the drill, right? It's something new I'm doing because Facebook is actually matching whatever is gifted. So you can get the stars if you do not have any stars. You don't know how to get them. That's where you go to get them. That's what's on the crawler at the bottom. fb.com/stars. Okay, /stars. So, that being said, I also put my link tree on the description. If you don't want to do it that way, you can find every potential way of tipping if you feel like it for a reading. I mean, we're talking every possible way of tipping for a reading if you feel like it. No pressure, absolutely not. No pressure, okay? Because I know we're all going through the times we are, right? But I have 2 decks. Yeah, let's see what the heck is going on, right? Now, tonight, I think these are the same decks that I used last time that I was on. Oh, it's okay. Yes. Okay. I do not know, Wendy, what you mean, but hi, Wendy. How you doing? Hello, hello. Everybody, let's get back to this because I'm like, what is this about babies? What? All right. Not for me, okay? Let's just put it that way. Not for me, all right? So, I have an oracle deck. Sacred Forest Oracle by Denise Linn, okay? Beautiful deck. You've heard me rave about it. Well, full moon, yes, that's true. Full moon does bring babies, but it also makes people go a little cray cray. And so the ER rooms are filled with people, filled to the brim with people on the nights of the full moon. Yeah. What pressure change helps moms go into labor, Wendy is saying. So, yeah. Also does other things to women, too. But let me get some of the stuff off my screen here. And obviously, if you read that garish thing at the bottom here, if you want a private appointment with me, it doesn't matter the distance, okay? Because I do things online. So, and I also do them in person, as some of you know. But if you want an appointment or if you want to reach out to me, that is the website. It's elementalintentions.com, okay? So let me get that off there. And I'm going to hide that crawler too because it's just annoying me. It's going the wrong direction anyway, isn't it? I think it is. I don't know. But anyway, so for the tarot deck, I have my go-to. Hello, the Light Seers Tarot. Okay? You know, one of these days I am going to start using another tarot deck, but I think it's going to be one that I'm going to make. You heard that here first. Woo! All right, Rachel's going to make a tarot deck. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. All right. Hey, Stephanie. All right. So, this is how this works. Since I am, and yes, I got the allergies. Spring has sprung, as we say this, right? So, Rachel's nose is ticklish. Okay, it's got like it's itchy, right? But anyway, so if I have to keep going like that, please forgive me. Okay, don't judge. All right, it's just itchy. Now, how this works is since I am in a streaming program, right? I'm not actually on Facebook or on YouTube doing this. So I cannot see who has given stars. So if you've given stars, it's an honor system here, people. I believe in you. We can do this. You have to say that you gave stars. All right? Because those are the ones that get priority. And if you notice, I said priority. That means as many people as I can, I will try to do a card for you, okay? Oh, no, Karen. I don't know if you guys can see what Karen has written, but she's talking about babies. Oh. Yeah, okay, all right. Stephanie gave some stars. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Loretta. Okay, so we're going to start with Stephanie because those are the first two people that popped up. Don't believe Howl. Okay. Howl, you gave stars too? Okay. Now everybody's. Now, are you guys going to make me have to scroll back and keep track? I can't do that. You know me. I can't do that. I can't do that. Maybe some of you don't know me. But, you know, I gotta keep like a running tab or get like a moderator or something. But good, the looky loos have dropped off. Now let's get down to business. So Stephanie, where is Stephanie? All right, Stephanie, you were the first person to pop up on here. You were getting a tarot card. Well, just so you know, I actually pulled the Tower card yesterday. And I think it was for me, to be quite honest with you. Because I did a different card of the day for everybody else. So, am I worried about myself since I pulled the Tower card? No. No. I'll tell you why. I really feel I need to tell you why. Because there is so much change going on that, of course, the Tower card is going to be pulled. Of course. So, is my guard up? Yeah. Of course it is, right? Because what goes up comes down. You know, that's the whole imagery of the Tower card. But also without change, there would be complacency. So there's that. So take it for what you will. You can either say that the card that I initially pulled, it actually fell out of the deck. And I looked at it and I was like, God, I mean, I was for real. I was just like, I do not like the Tower card. Okay. I don't. I just don't. But then I sat there and I thought about it. I was like, okay, this is for me. I accepted it. And then I pulled another card for all of you, and which was the Seven of Wands yesterday. So, Stephanie, let's do this, right? We have a card that shows up quite a lot. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay. Let me scroll down here. We have the Knight of Swords. Now, couple things here, right? With this deck, it's all about the colors that are in here. So you are actually, how do I put this? Hurrying to get to the situation, but you don't have everything that you need. First off, you don't have all the information that you need to go into that fight. I mean, you're going to hop on a motorcycle wearing shorts and a pair of sneakers, right? And if you notice, there's actually like a spider web here, like you're being kind of stuck in place to get to that. I have never actually really sat and looked at it, but it is like a spider web, everybody, okay? So, you know, you gotta do something. And this is the swords, which is always conflict. The swords are always conflict. So it's a two-sided edge sword. One side is towards you, could actually hurt you, and the other side could actually clear away everything that needs to be cleared away. But remember, whatever is going on with you, Stephanie, you do not have all of the necessary information to be able to cut those pieces or those situations out of your life or out of those problems away and to correct it at the moment without somebody potentially being like emotionally hurt in a way, okay? So please, this messenger up here, right? Get all of the messages, meaning sit, contemplate, think about it, because you're the one who's going to go in and do the dirty work, and you don't want to be wrong. And you also don't want to get hurt by your own side of the sword when trying to fix a situation. So, what this has to do, I don't know. But the colors here, blue, communication, right? So that's why I was saying you need to get all the pieces. And also down here, we have root / sacral stuff. So this is stuff that's been bottled up. And this is the stuff that drives you. Meaning, this is the stuff that you are constantly walking around with because it's on the bottom of your shoe. Right? So, sounds like your life right now. Sorry to hear that. But that's where you're at right now. So, my advice, those planets, remember, I hope you were here, but I was going off about the planets. Now, remember, we got Zeus, we got Venus, we got Mars, and we have Saturn. Look up what those planets stand for, and actually those gods and that goddess in the pantheon, and also in palmistry, and you'll understand a little bit better where you need to go direction-wise, okay? Because we're all going through it. We are. And I know I always say that, and I always say that because nobody ever believes it, but it is the absolute truth. Absolute truth. Okay. Let's see here. Scroll back. I'm telling you, people, making me scroll back. Okay. Let's say. So Howl. You gave stars, Howl? Well, see, Howl, that card was for you. That card was actually for you. Wasn't for anybody else like you thought it was. I went back and I reread some of what you said, and when I was trying to find the address that box was sent to when I was arguing with the post office, okay? So, yeah. That card, that was not meant for somebody else. That was meant for you. And what does that mean? That only means change. That's it. And we discussed that. So don't you go giving me lip. I'm a couple states away. I ain't afraid. You hear that, Natasha? I ain't afraid. Okay, all right. And your box is off in Michigan, so there you go, right? There you go. It's in Detroit, Michigan. They're going to try to send it back. It wasn't delivered anywhere. It's just floating around a container. That's what they said. It was put into a container. Oh my God, whatever. They probably thought it was a BOMB or something. I don't know. It's just sage, people. God. Anyway, let's do this, Hal. I could go off on a tangent. You have the moon. Hello. What were we just talking about, right? We were talking about the moon. My cards have been through heck. You see this? My goodness. I'm going to have to glue that. All right. So, do not allow yourself to be submerged in emotion. Do not. There is a divine balance here. We see over here we have the black wolf, and over here we have a white one. Some people refer to them as dogs, whatever, whatever. But I'm going to say wolf because that's what happens. Wolves will actually howl. Do we hear the dingy ding? My phone has just decided to go crazy with dinging. I don't know what that's about. Okay, anyway, it's playing catch up. It's scaring me. Everybody, it's scaring me. Okay, so do not submerge. And the way to prevent that is, what is the main color here? Howl. Howl. Earth to howl. What's the main color here? Communication. Blue. Blue. Working with your throat chakra. Okay? About that stuff that you hold as traumatizing, as trauma. Okay? Because that is what is being triggered right now, and you cannot find your balance. Now, this is a major arcana card, and it's actually quite a lovely card, and it has a very lovely meaning that the moon is literally having influence by whatever is poured into the water will always be pulled back. So it's a continual cycle of growth. Okay? Continuous cycle of growth. But this is a major arcana card, meaning there is a major change for you. So, I have the name of a song that was just said in my head. So, I'm going to tell you the name of that song. When the Levee Breaks by Led Zeppelin. I need you to go listen to that song. I don't know. I don't even know what that means, Al. But go listen to that song. And more looky-loos fell away. More looky-loos fell away. See, I didn't give you a transformation card. So, there you go. All right, so, let's see. Miss Loretta, are you still here? Well, then you need to go and listen to When the Levee Breaks. Okay? Just listen to it really loud because that's what I was being told. Actually, I say told because that's what I hear in my head. What voice it is? Who knows? Who knows? Okay, all right. So, Miss Loretta Rose, are you still here? I always get notices on my phone before. I think she abandoned ship. Okay, so then we're going to the next one, which is, I believe, there's Natasha saying, don't believe how. So, you see what she said, right? Let's see. So we're going to Sandra. Right now. Okay. Here we go. You're getting an oracle card, girl. Now, I like this deck for many reasons. But one of the main reasons is the back of it. The back of the cards looks like this. Okay? And it has the Pegasus. And Pegasus only shows up. And some people, and if you look at certain Greek myth, they often wonder whether or not Pegasus itself was like a precursor, like leftover of the Titan gods, meaning it had godlike qualities to it. Okay, some people wonder that, which I'm like, what? But then, then there's Chiron. So, hey, who am I to judge, right? But Pegasus only shows up when you are virtuous enough, meaning you have the best intention and something that you are going to do is for the greater good. Okay? So that's part of the reason why I like this deck. So let's get your card. Okay. You love Pegasus? All right. Well, let's see your card here. Boom. Fire Spirit stands for energy. The thing with this deck is not only do you have fire, you have lightning. And you are standing in a forest and you are becoming one with the forest. You are covered in green. You are covered in green, meaning that you are thinking with your heart and the actions that you are taking are with your heart. So Pegasus actually would come for you. But I have to ask you this, Sandra. Can I say that because I don't know which one you prefer? I know if you call my mom Sandra, she'll kick you in the shin. Okay, she will. I felt it. I've seen it. So you gotta call her Sandra, right? So anyway, Sandra. With this card, what are you doing with that fire? What's your plan? Now, see, I've seen many a lightning strike because in the forest, right? Because where I grew up was in the middle of a forest. It was in the middle of like 100 and in total like 150 acres of forest, right? At one point in time, right? So, I mean, it's all we could go into like what it looks like now. But anyway, it was at one time 150 acres of forest, and lightning would strike, and you would hear and see the crack, crack, right? And then you would hear the crackling, like of just like celery. If you were to take celery and decide to twist it, right? That's what it sounded like, and the trees would fall. You'd hear a big boom, right, of the tree falling. So, what are you planning on doing? You are manifesting this fire. This is you. Because in your palms, something a lot of people don't talk about are energy centers. Some of the strongest energy centers that everybody's body has, right? And that's where your fire is coming from. So you are really like gearing up toward something, and you have lightning around you. So I want to ask you, what are you planning on leveling? Are you trying to like planning on leveling a playing field almost? Do you feel that there is how do I put this? Do you feel that there is almost like a bit of somebody trying to take advantage of a situation with you? Or maybe that they have just taken too much? Because if you do not respect your boundaries, nobody else is going to respect them. They're your boundaries, so you have to guard and protect them. Okay? So that is my word of wisdom for you. Now I'm going to scroll real fast and try to see what you said. You want to start a peer counseling group. All right. Good for you. You feel the energy in your palms? Okay. That was me on Sunday. No, no. as I said, they are your boundaries. So it's your strength that you need to call on, and your ability to be able to be like, no, you stay over there because I drew this line in the sand. This is the boundary. That is your responsibility. That isn't anybody else's responsibility to actually recognize your boundary. And that's the unfortunate truth of it, because that's what we have become as a society. Those are harsh words coming from Rachel, but that is the honest to God's truth. If you do not respect and defend your boundaries, nobody else will. It does. It's representative of what is coming out of you, what you are projecting out right now. You're very right. Click on that. Yep. All right. So let's see. Who else did we have here? And you are welcome, Stephanie. Let's see here. Karen. Karen, are you still here? Say yes. Say yes. Yes. Karen? Yes. I've lost my mind, people. I sincerely have. I mean, I don't have any music on because I was like, oh my God, I gotta hurry up and get online. People dropping off like flies here. They know my sense of humor and what's going on with me right now. You hear this dinging? It's a delay with my phone. I swear. I'm trying to get it to stop. You are here? Well, what the heck? Where were you when I said, yo? I mean, where were you? What happened? Okay, I said I had no music. Now I have music that is too chaotic and too loud, but we're gonna work with it anyway. We're gonna work with it. Life. The final frontier. What? All right. Okay, so I'm gonna skip back to Loretta because she was actually before you, Karen. Okay, so I'm gonna do Loretta. You were here all along. I didn't see you say anything. Okay, calm down. Take a breath. Okay, you're getting a tarot card. Okay. Okay. All right. Interesting. Interesting songs come on for you, Miss Loretta. It's The Chauffeur by Duran Duran. Let's not talk about that video, okay? Okay. I pulled this for you last time. Or maybe I pull it for you all the time. I don't know. The Nine of Wands. What are you trying to guard? That fence isn't going to prevent anything from happening. It's just not. It's really not. Now, that is the sorry truth. And if you look really closely at her, she is looking down at you like, you see me here? I'm the last one standing. Just try me. Like, bring it. Try me. Right? But you also have to ask yourself, Is she standing there and trying to protect something, like the final frontier? Or she looks kind of worn, doesn't she? I mean, is her shirt actually kind of in tatters? I mean, it's frayed here. Her shoulder is exposed. Her other shoulder isn't, right? She's got some dirt on her, like she's been in a battle of some kind, right? But her fire is still going strong. The last one standing. So, what is your plan? Because right now, if you are the last one remaining to hold the line, I hope you understand what I mean by that. Hold the line, right? That's kind of like war talk, right? Hold the line, right? I keep hearing that in my head. If you're the last one, everybody's going to go around you. They're just going to be like, what's with you? So there has to be an acceptance of you just being like, you're all on your own, and I'm going to follow my path. So you are going to have to leave certain ideologies behind in order to move forward. You weren't protecting anything. I mean, energy wise, your situations. Jeez. Well, then you better listen to this song because she's saying she likes music. So, Nine of Wands, communication. But I believe it's moreover, you have to tell people straight to their face, look, enough of this crap. You're going to have to deal with this damage that you are doing to yourself later on in life. And I might not be there to help you with it. That's the harsh reality of this card. Why? The colors. Okay? We have the blue for communication, and we have the red, which is trauma. Trauma, 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 trauma. Trauma, mama. You know. I swear I keep pulling that card for you. In different decks, too. Okay. But I know we're human, so we keep trying. We're like rats to the electrified cheese. We just keep trying to nibble at the cheese while the electric's going through. It's like, zzz, all right? I hear you. Okay. So let's see, who's next? So it was, let's see, was it Karen, right? Karen, are you still here? Karen. That's who I was going to do next, right? Karen. Karen. Bueller. Hey, Sierra. Miss Sierra's in the house. So, started off with a lot more people, but you know what? I like the smaller numbers. I do. I think Karen jumped ship. Or is she trying to protect Hal too? Someone tell me. Karen, you're still here. Okay. All right. So Miss Karen, you are getting a tarot card. Sierra, the event went off smashingly well. Okay. I did a Reiki and paint event on Sunday, and I had 12 people. I had to do Reiki on 12 people. Judy! Hey, Miss Judy! How you doing, girl? So, I did Reiki on 12 people. I had 24 different paintings to look at. It was a wonderful, wonderful night. People, it was so fun. Some people didn't even realize that they were singing along to the music. They were just so engrossed in what they were painting. And then Immigrant Song came on by Led Zeppelin. Hello, of course, right? I know, right, Karen? I know. Yep. So, and then there's this one part where all the music stops, right? Well, a couple people put their arms in the air. And then when John Bonham started the drums up again, they put their arm down. But like that, right? I was just sitting back, like watching it, like, oh. It was so fun. Everybody was just so engrossed in what they were doing. I made like a 30-second video of it and put it on my palmistry Facebook page if anybody's interested. Okay. All right, so let's get your card. Oh, Karen, who do you have in your life? I feel a little bit of warning here. I don't know why. And I'm doing this with my hand, right? Thank you, Karen. Okay, well, there we go. Thank you, Karen. I was very, very, very exhausted by the end of it. But, oh wow. It's all worth it. Hey, Cindy. You, Karen, have the King of Pentacles. Let's talk about this. I just have one saying going through my head right now: a wolf in sheep's clothing. So I'm going to ask you, has anyone kind of deceived you recently? Or maybe it's a deception you haven't caught on to yet. Now, the King of Pentacles is often seen in regular, like, Rider-Waite decks, right? With, sitting on a throne with a lot of coins around him, because Pentacles is the same as coin and the same as earth, okay? So he's got to a point where he doesn't care. He's gotten everything he could possibly need in life, and that should be Wendy's card. Nope, Wendy, sorry. Now, with this, though, instead of having all that greatness, right, and all that, like, hey, I don't need anything else. I've got everything I could ever want, right? We see somebody who's holding on to this giant coin. So he's just kind of like keeping it to himself, observing, very lackadaisically, kind of sitting back and just kind of smirking a little bit, right? Kind of like, yeah. And what this is for you specifically, because every time I see this card, I always get something different on it, and it isn't always a smirk. So I really see someone. Oh, so it is. Okay. Because I really do hear a wolf in sheep's clothing. And that whole story about, the wolf trying to get into the sheep, and we'll just put on that costume to try to fit in. And then we'll, unzip the outfit and just attack the sheep. So understand, be careful around this person. This person is also the cause of a lot of sacral, not root, but sacral stuff. So they might remind you of things that have happened to you and like bring it up to kind of have control over you, to kind of keep you in your place while wearing green, which is for the heart chakra. So they're like, oh, well, I only have your best intentions at heart. But here, let me stab you in the side a little bit. It's like, what? Excuse you, what? That hurts, right? So, or other extent, it's getting deeper now. Okay. Oh, beware of musicians, Karen. Trust me, I fell into that one. More than one occasion. Being honest, keeping it real. We're all human. But that is your card. This is someone who has achieved a lot, meaning they have like money, they're set, they're comfortable, they have done things in life, they have lived a life. So that's why they are the king, is because they also have wisdom, but they are also using trauma like against you, the response that you have. So they might mention something that happened to you just to make you feel this, ill at ease, right? Because they know it'll have that effect, and it'll quiet you down, or maybe change the subject away from what they don't want to talk about. That's manipulation. So be very leery of this person, okay? Okay. I left you with a lot to think about. All right. It's 100% your father. Okay. Well, as I said, if you do not respect your boundaries, and it's your responsibility to respect your own boundaries, and if you don't, nobody else will. Lead by example. Okay, so let's see. Who else did we have? And I keep scrolling back. Scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. All right, so Loretta, I did your card, your 9 of Wands again. Sandra, yes. You guys are just gonna have to tell me, because I can't go that far back. I'm scrolling like all the way back to the beginning. You're very welcome, Karen. So who else sent in stars or whatever, and how you got your card? Not the transformation card. You got the moon this time. Wendy. All right. Wendy. All right. And you guys are all welcome. So let's do this. I feel I have to cut these cards. Okay. Ooh, my goodness. Got the chills up my arms when I put my hands back on the deck. Wow. Wendy, good for you. Kudos. Letting it go. This is a water line. Hope you can see that. So you have been underwater too long, and you realize it. Underwater meaning like submerged underneath emotions and the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you are understanding that you need to like just shove it and push it and throw it away. no matter what the cost is. You have to just throw it away, get rid of it. And the color in this is solar plexus. Okay. So solar plexus meaning self-esteem. And also we have blue for communication. But that's not the major colors that are in here. The major color is yellow. And if we notice, there's this big burst of light around you coming out of the solar plexus as well. Okay. So these are all singing bowls that are being thrown out. And you even opened up this treasure chest and you're just like, just let it go. I don't care. It's underwater anyway. Just, I don't need it because I have to come up for air. So kudos to you. This is the cups, meaning water. Okay. So this is right before the 10, obviously, because it's 9. But that being said, the 10 of Cups is often known as the joy card of the deck, the happy card of the deck. And so this is you right before then, you making the change and realizing, screw it, done with it. I am going to come up for air finally because I deserve it. And you do deserve it. You do. So good for you. Now, one song that came on right now for you, Wendy, is The Hole of the Moon by the Water Boys, which is funny because you're underwater. So here. But it's the original version of the song. So please look it up. Listen to it closely because it has a lot of information relatable to what I just spoke about. The whole of the moon, meaning the entirety. WHOLE. And that's your card. Major decisions for changes to, yep. Just do it. Sometimes we get stuck in that rut where it's like, oh God, which one should I do? Which one should I do, right? And so then we just kind of shut down. Don't let it happen. There is no wrong answer here, Wendy. There's no wrong answer. There's just change. There's just change. Okay? You're very welcome. It's kind of like when I pulled that Tower card. That's the realization I came to for myself. I got the Tower card and I was just like, oh. My initial was just like, oh, no. But who wants to be complacent and just kind of accept whatever, right? And just sit back and be quiet and let whatever happen. No. Okay. There you go. So, are you going to go look up that song now? I don't know if you can hear it, but I hope you do. I'm going to type it in here because you really need to hear it. I think I did it. Yeah. There we go. So that's for Wendy. All right, now who else? Does that bat my eyes? My sandpaper eyeballs dragging my eyelids across them. So who else? Cindy. Did you get a card? And Judy, are you guys still here? don't know what's going on. It's been on for exactly an hour. All right. Cindy, gonna do you first, and then I'm gonna do Judy. Okay? Okay. So you missed me yammering on about the planets, guys, okay? Okay. Okay. So Cindy, here is your card. But Wendy, did you get the information I sent you? It'll be in the replay because I typed it in. So Cindy. You know what? I'm doing a tarot card, but I really feel like you need an oracle card. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Here we go, Cindy. Ooh. When's the last time you've gone earthing? You have the Forest Temple, which stands for enlightenment. Cindy, you need to go outside, even in the rain. Even in the rain. And you need to take off your socks and your shoes, and you need to put your feet in the dirt. Now, right about now, you might be cringing and saying, Rachel has really lost it. I have not. I have not lost it. Okay? All right. So you recognize that you need to. All right. Because that's where you're going to find peace. And that's where you are. And I'm going to use this word. Nobody scream at me. But that's where you're almost going to be absolved of all the stuff that you are carrying with you. Because as you see, you are dressed in green. And what is shining, what has light on? Your heart chakra, which is like behind your sternum. Okay, so that is your heart chakra is lit up here. So you need to unload those things that you are really, really caring about. You need to give yourself time to center and to kind of wade through all of that watery stuff that's been thrown at you. And just like that 9 of cups that I just had, right? Just a little bit ago. Well, that's kind of like what this card is you being like, you've been submerged for way too long. So now it's time for you to be like, I have to let this go. I have to think of me here, and I have to focus on just a couple things, not everything all at one time. Because you don't need that. You don't deserve that. And I also feel you will be at peace. So take a journal with you. You might want to, like, if there is any type of meditation kind of thing, outdoor meditation around you or anything, like a group setting, go for it. Go for it. Especially with the weather changing and things getting better that way, okay? But this is your card, Cindy. And the colors in it. You will feel so much better because of all that yellow. Okay? So that is your self-esteem kicking in. Okay. There you go. Natasha, I have no idea what you're talking about. Girl, please be my friend and never suggest that to me. What? Walk in mud? Walking in mud is really great. I mean, yeah, it gets in your toes and all that, but you feel so much better afterward. You do. So if that's what you're referencing, just cut it out because it works. I'm telling you. All right, now who was next? Judy. Judy. And you are welcome, Cindy. You're welcome. Judy, you are getting a tarot card. Okay. You don't do outside and dirty feet? Then what about with your hands? Do you do any kind of planting? Anything like that? Even, having little seedlings, starting seeds. How you can get those little things that expand in water and you put the seed in. Now's the perfect time to do that because we're actually getting close to like having to plant our starts, right? But it's not too late quite yet to actually just start at the seed. Okay. So Judy, you still here, girl? The song that's on for you is In a Big Country by Big Country. Scottish band. One of my favorite songs, actually. Okay. So look up that song, okay, In a Big Country by Big Country. And no, it's not country music. Hey, Julie. How's it going? And this, Jude, what is with all of these guy cards tonight? Natasha, it's only for right now. Only for right now. Now, Judy, you have the Emperor. Did I pull this for you before? I feel like I pulled this for you before. Hey, Jen, how's it going? All right, so what you missed is that Mars is up there, all in alignment in the morning, every morning when the moon is setting, right? We have Jupiter, Venus, we have Saturn, we have Mars, not in that order, okay? But the moon is like right in the middle of all of it, right? And they're in a perfectly straight line with each other, right? So, Mars is at play right now, okay? And this is the Emperor. Now, it's the 4, it's a major arcana card. So, this, I haven't pulled this for you before. I swear I did. Whatever. Okay. So, this guy is basically Mars personified, right? I mean, let's look at this. This thing was what? Killed in battle? Mars is Aries, god of war, right? And represents masculinity. So, with all that being said, there's a game afoot. Do you see this like a checkerboard or a chessboard that his foot is actually on, that he's seated upon, right? So, and he's also holding a trophy, or is that a game piece? That's a game piece, isn't it? Yeah. And don't ask me which one, but it is a chess piece, and I just now realized that. That's how horrible I am. But anyway, I don't know chess, people. I don't know chess. Don't shoot. I don't know chess. Don't yell at me. I'm getting it from all sides here. Woo! All right. My guides. What do you mean you don't know chess? Rachel has no chess? It's like, calm down, people. Yes, it's like that right now. Yes, for real. No joke. So, with this, the Emperor, major arcana, meaning major change. So, there is some man. This is a card about a man that is around you, that is playing a game. Okay? And the colors that are in this deck is very much like just that. I'm toying with your emotion. So, whether it be at work, whether it be in a personal relationship, whether it be family, whatever the case may be, right? Toying with your emotions and that kind of like dangling the carrot in front of you, like, hey, this is what you could have. And I know people don't really say that about the Emperor, but the Emperor is kind of the cocky one because he thinks he knows so very, very much, that he is so very learned, right? So very learned. I mean, all you got to do is look at the traditional Rider-Waite Emperor card to get that, okay? But in all actuality, he's got even more learning to do. So he's going to be taking the ideas from other people and implementing them and then signing his name to it. And that's the game that's at play here. Don't let that happen. Because what will happen, if that does occur, is that you will hold it in and it will turn into this trauma response that you can't express. And it's not because of a fault of yours. It's just because you'll be between a rock and a hard place. It's like, oh my God, if I say this, I might get fired. Or, oh my God, if I say this, I'm really going to rock the boat. That kind of thing, you know? So I hope this somehow applies. And I also hope it doesn't, Judy. I really, really hope it doesn't. Because the Emperor, I just have never really liked this card. Not as bad as the Tower. The Tower. But the Emperor, he thinks he has all of the wisdom of the world. And he doesn't. Emperors are self-made. Like Napoleon called himself an emperor. He just decided, I'm going to be an emperor. What? No. Okay? So, beware. I mean, that's totally a chess piece. Totally. Totally a chess piece. All right. So, did anybody else happen to throw... Sierra, are you still here? Natasha, would you like a card? You are welcome, Judy. Look forward to seeing you too. Hope you don't mind. I just said that. Just I thought about that. Like what? Oh, no. Past life reading is actually looking at the hand that you do not write with. So if I was doing palmistry tonight, that's a whole other thing, Jen. Okay? Whole other... Oh, crap. Here it comes. Okay. What? Okay, Jen, your most recent past life, you were a actual like newsboy. A newsboy. Do you know what a newsboy is? From like 1920s, 1930s, right? I'm serious. I'm serious about this. But that's the one that is I'm actually seeing is that you were a newsboy and that you you were kind of trampled. You're not even trampled, but like run over. So this is not good. That's why you're back again. So you just had me say that out here on the open. So that's why you approach things with almost like a childlike heart and a very honest approach to things. It's because your last life was cut so short, you did not reach the adult age to be so jaded. I mean, you worked very hard for your family. Every bit of money that you made went to your family. But you were also in New York. So there you go. Because I could even see like the little hat on you and everything. And this little like ruffian kind of just, a penny, 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 a penny. I keep hearing it and I keep seeing it. I keep seeing your outfit. No, you were a butcher, Karen. Now, see, Jen, you didn't think that, did you? You have what? Really? You were a newsboy, and yeah, in New York City during like the 20s. So I think that 20s, 30s. I say like the late 20s. So maybe you were around for like the crash, and that's why you were trying to work for your family. Hmm. Now hold up, Cindy. We're talking about past. See what you did, Jen. Now we're talking about past lives. Now, Judy, let's finish with you. Do you know what that card applies to? Do you have a good idea, Judy, what that card applies to? Or we can talk about it when we meet, okay? Whatever. But Jen just like jumped in and I suddenly had images flying in my head, and that's how it works. Can't control it. I try. I try, but sometimes it's just like screaming. See what you did, Jen? Yeah, that's right. See what you did. See what you did. Okay. You never, you never want to go, but you have no desire. Wow. That would make sense. That makes sense. But I see you as being like 8 or 9 years old. And that was the, yeah. So that's you in your past life, at least one of them. But I think that was your most recent one. Hmm. Yeah, you met an untimely end. Okay. All right. All right. And Judy says that her card applied to her. Good. All right. And I'm just going to put that up on the screen again for the sake of it. See what you did, Jen. Every part of my weirdness was like, oh, yeah, let's talk about this. Sometimes I just feel like I'm like, in the passenger seat, just like, yeah, okay. It's like, yeah, all right. Yeah, I do love New York City. I lived there for 23, 4, whatever years. Too many people and too big. Well, that's because you. It's because you were run over. Okay. You guys want past life readings now. Oh my goodness. You guys didn't know I did that, did you? See, usually I do it by looking at people's hands, but now it's just like lately I just look at someone and I know. It's weird. Natasha, we have two Natashas now. Natasha, hello. Natasha J. Hello, hello. So, is there anybody else that sent in stars or anything like that that I missed? Because I can't go scroll them back. You know me, people. All right. Jen, the song that is on right now is by the Stone Roses, I think. I'm pretty sure it's the Stone Roses. Yeah, Stone Roses. I Want to Be Adored. So you might want to listen to that. And the weird thing is, oh my goodness. Oh. There is this bar on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. It's like a nightclub bar, and it's on Houston Street. And like, crud. It's like, what is that? I can't remember. It's not Broadway. And it's not Bowery. It might be like 2nd Avenue. I'm pretty sure it's like 2nd Avenue in Houston, right? Because there's an F stop right there. Anyway, F train. There is a bar that is named after a song by the Stone Roses. So, of course, that song's going to come on. This is weird. This is weird. So, anyway, you got to listen to the Stone Roses. That's just like verification for me when I do this type of stuff. Because yes. Last time I was in New York was about 4 years ago, and it was right beside the hotel that I was staying in. You shared to the groups. Oh, Lord, help me. Oh. Okay. Let's see here. Who else do we have? Let's see. Been on for quite a while here. Natasha J. Did you get a card? You did not. Julie, you did not get a card. Okay, Julie, you're getting a card. Julie, you are getting an oracle card. And no, don't tell me, I don't want an oracle. I want a tarot. No, you need an oracle card. See how I argue? I fight back. That's how I lived in New York for so long. Oh my goodness. I got stories, people. You, Miss Sierra. Oh goodness. Okay. Oh, interesting. So what's going on with you right now? Julie, what is going on with you right now? Because right here, right now, spring, if you are in the northern hemisphere, right? It's daffodil time. Hello. So I don't know if you acknowledge the Fae or not, but the colors that are in this card are all about solar plexus and all about heart chakra. So understand this. The Fae, they can be very mischievous, okay? They're not all like fun and cotton candy and unicorns, okay? They could be pretty like, yeah, right? So understand that about them. Pay respect. Laugh all you want. But if you see a fairy ring in the grass, don't walk in it. If you want to, you can leave something shiny in it, okay? Or you can leave a little dish out with like a little plate of something sweet on it, just like a little piece of candy or something on it. And if an animal walks away with it, so what? Just let it be, right? But all that being said, new beginnings. And that's for right here and right now. Excuse me. In the beginning, I said I have an itchy nose, and I do. So please forgive me, okay? It's allergies. Because it's spring, okay? So, daffodils. Daffodils. They're blooming everywhere around here, okay? Well, starting to. It's really patchy right now, but so pay your respects because if you do, they will help you in this new beginning. You are starting something brand new and it will help you, okay? Because they're the ones that are actually kind of maneuvering things around for you. So whether or not you acknowledge them, they are acknowledging you, okay? There you go. Okay. And Sierra, she's been here quite a while. She was here before you, Natasha, Jay. And then, okay. You are welcome, Julie. Okay. Sierra, you are getting a tarot card. Now, I also put my link tree in the description for this thing tonight. And so if you do feel like tipping, there are various ways. There's Venmo, there's Cash App, there's PayPal, there's all those various nasty things that I don't really like to talk about. There's also even, you just start clicking on my link tree, you'll see. And you'll be like, oh, wait a minute, this is pretty ingenious. Okay, you'll see what I'm getting at. All right, so let's do this, Sierra. Okay. Oh, the Three of Cups. So, let me ask you, where are you at with your spirituality right now? Because this card says that you are happy, hanging out with people, kind of being with your quote unquote sisters, being in your sisterhood, meaning like the people you pal around with, right? But you need to understand that there are people that you can go to that you think that you really can't, but you can, okay? You just need to open up and say what's really bothering you. Also, communication. And why I say that you think that you might not be able to communicate everything that's going on is because this is actually a very pale blue. It's not a strong blue, okay? Now, the lavender colors here, that's all crown chakra. So use your intuition to guide you, okay? And also look to the stars. And as I said in the beginning about the planets, right? Everything being lined up in the morning. I hope you heard me say that. We have Saturn, not in this order. Saturn, Mars, Venus, Jupiter, and right in the middle of it, two on either side, will be the moon. Okay? And this will be in the morning when the moon is setting. Okay? So the later it gets, the moon is setting and all that. Yeah. Okay. So understand that those are the planets that are at play right now in your life, and that is why you're having this doubt. But you really need to just listen to your gut and speak your piece. Your guides, spirit, whatever is waiting for you to just open up. Open up. And if you're curious about who those characters are, meaning those gods and goddesses and what they stand for, you should remember because you took my palmistry course. So, hello, Miss Sierra. Get out your notes and look them up. Okay? Okay? Because that's what's influencing why you feel the way you do right now. Absolutely. And that's the only way, by finding that me time, that's the only way you're going to really be able to like lock in to that crown chakra, intuitive, psychic kind of wavelength. Okay? So let it guide you and understand that why things in your communication feels so cloudy right now and like you don't really know who to go to is because of the planets and what they are doing right now. And for me to say that, it must be pretty drastic, okay? Okay. Okay, Cindy, have a good night. Okay. So let's see. Who else was on here? Natasha. Natasha. You wanted a card, you said? Not Natasha J, but Natasha Foley. Natasha Foley has been on here from the get-go. And I don't think I did a card for Natasha J yet. Absolutely. There are two people ahead of you. I cannot see the emoji, Natasha. So it's either yes, you can type Y, a Y, or an N, okay, if you would like a card. You're very welcome, Sierra. And you're the only one over there on YouTube. They are all alone on YouTube right now, watching. Bless you. Okay, Natasha Foley, did you want a card? Yep, okay. So you got two Natashas, and then I will get to you, 88. Okay? All right. So, Natasha, you are getting a tarot card. Natasha Foley. Okay. All right, let's do this. The Six of Swords. So I feel like you're being taken somewhere kind of against your will. I'm not making this up, Natasha, and I know what the situation that you are currently going through, okay? So, Six of Swords is always conflict. Always. But understand that these are crows. And you are standing up in this boat carrying your luggage. And it's going to take you to new shores. There's going to be some trauma involved with it. And that trauma is actually like just, you need a punching bag. You do. Don't take it out on Hal. Okay? You just need a punching bag, though, or something. But understand that where you are being taken, right? And this is almost to like a I know too much about your situation, but this is the honest to God's truth that about this card is that being taken to a new place, a new opportunity, and it's like might seem like it's not the one that you would want, but it is a place where you can actually find some kind of be able to thrive in some way. Okay? And it will take a while to adjust because who the heck wants to be plucked out of their home and put somewhere where they don't want to be? And I never thought they would end up, right? So here's the thing with sixes, though. The sixes across the board are always associated with triumph in some capacity. So understand that with this, you have to keep communicating. Look at all this blue everywhere. You have to keep communicating. As bitter, as angry as you might be, you might just want to start writing it down. Yeah, and I mean like just tip tap it on a computer, making some kind of a journal that way. You might want to just do it that way. Because right now, what's keeping you warm is struggle and strife and trauma. And that's not going to keep you warm. That's just something that you're familiar with right now. You can easily take that off. You can easily do it. So you will find rest and you will find a better shore. Good. Good. Is this what I have been talking about with Howell? Actually, I'm hoping. I'm hoping. If he ever brought that up with you, I don't know. He's hiding. I feel he's hiding. He's hiding. But you don't want it. I hear you. I hear you. But you should message me, okay? And we'll talk further about this because I am curious about a few things that are going on here that you're mentioning. Um, but understand that communicate, even if it's just you and a laptop in Word, just right? Just banging away on the keys. You are going to feel better, okay? Because you will be communicating it. And you will be actually taking that off. That's not keeping you warm. It's just something you're familiar with. Familiarity is sometimes comforting, right? No matter if it's good or bad. If it's what we know, there's comfort in it. Okay? So keep your chin up, lady, or else I will first go to Michigan to find the box I sent you guys and then come back to where you guys are and I will force you to keep your chin just a little bit up. All right? Just a little bit. I know you have. I know you have had a lot. I know. But remember, sometimes things need to be cleared away out of our path. If you are stuck, if okay, like in a jungle, right? You always see people with those swords, right? Cutting a path, right? So that they can walk through it, right? That's kind of where you're at right now. The struggle is real. You're putting out a lot of effort and a lot of energy just to find a path and a foothold and make sure that you aren't like going to go off a cliff or going to step on a snake that's like going across the path, trying to avoid nasty mosquitoes, whatever the heck. That's what you're doing. You are putting in all 100% effort, and kudos to you for doing it. You're going to have to keep doing it just a little bit more. But right now, you are being led to triumph. You are. Just doesn't feel like it at the moment. Okay? So just hang in there. Hang in there, girl. Okay. Okay, good. All right, so Natasha J, are you still here? Natasha J. Yeah, that's right. Machete. That's right. Those big, nasty things. Yeah. Natasha J. Going once. Bueller. Hello. We meet again. Okay. You. And 88, if you're still here, you are next. Okay. So, let's see here. You are getting an oracle card, Natasha J. The song that came on for you, Natasha J, is Mad World by Tears for Fears. I don't know if you know that song or not. It was off of an album called Songs from the Big Chair. It's a very, very deep song. Very, very deep song. Okay. Wow. Yeah, you gotta listen to this song, okay? I'll explain. The Thicket of Thorns. Uncertainty. You are going through a transformation. That's why you are so... You know the song? Okay. I'm going to put that up here. Because that's what goes along with this card, doesn't it? Think about it hard if you know the lyrics. There is light in this thicket of thorns. But if you move just a fraction of an inch the wrong direction, you might get pricked. Your skin might get scratched, right? You might end up being stabbed by a little thorn, right? And that is just because I get the feeling that there are some people around you that don't want to see you change. It's like kind of the exact opposite with the other Natasha, how she is going forward to a change. You are also going through a transformation, but there are people that don't want you to go through that transformation. Okay? Now, there are these butterflies. Blue, communication. Yellow, solar plexus, self-esteem. Orange, sacral, our response to traumatic stuff that's been said to us, right? And if we look around, we have all this green, which is heart chakra, and you are being bathed in yellow. If you transform, if you walk into that light. Right now, you're not. And you're wearing pink. Pink is also a secondary color for the heart chakra, okay? A lot of people don't know that, but it can also be substituted out with green, okay? So you're kind of wearing your heart on your sleeve in this whole scenario. And people see it and they know it. So who is it that doesn't want you to move forward? Who wants to keep you back and keep you in that state of uncertainty? You're going to move, quite literally move, because there is a state of uncertainty and people are wanting to keep you in that state of uncertainty, that mental state, right? Of like, oh, if you do this, you don't know what's going to happen. Blah, 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 etc., etc. All the naysayers are really coming out of the woodwork here. That's what all the thorns are. But look, there's a little deer here. They're able to survive, so you shouldn't be afraid. Somehow they know their way around, and they're in perfect condition. See that? And they're just looking at you like, oh, hi. You got two of them? Hey, Bet, or Betty, not too sure. I always butcher names. Okay. So it's your sisters are doing it? Okay. Well, you have to be you. And you are only here to live your life. That's it. You are not to be the crutch for other people. You are to be your own support system. You are you. You are Natasha J. That's who you are. So live your life the way you would want to live it and transform it. Betty. Okay. Well, hi, Betty. I told you I butchered names. No one believes me, I swear. But, yeah. So I hope, Natasha, I was trying to get that back on the screen, that your time in Tennessee is filled with wonder and beautiful things. And there's just going to be some angry, cattiness. And but you're bigger and you're brighter than that. Feel good about this. I feel good about what you're going to do, okay? Feel good about it. Step into that light, and your self-esteem and how you feel about you is actually going to get better. That's probably something they don't want, and I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry to say it. There's one person ahead of you. 88. You over there on YouTube, all by your lonesome. Are you still here? Yeah, okay. Good. You are getting, 88 is getting, you needed to hear that, Natasha? Good. Good. I hope it helped, okay? So, 88. You are getting a tarot card. And since you weren't here from the beginning, but you were over there all by your lonesome on YouTube. Good night to you too. The cards I'm using tonight are the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann and the Sacred Forest Oracle by Denise Lynn. Okay? But you are getting one of the tarot cards, 88. Okay. Thanks for hanging in there. All right, here we go. And again, we have another card that has been pulled. This was the first card pulled tonight. This is the Knight of Swords. Now, the thing with this card, 88, is that you are hurrying to get to the situation as a knight to do the dirty work, right? To kind of like come to the rescue of a situation or to change the outcome of something. But I'm going to point out a few things here. First off, you're not dressed appropriately to ride a motorcycle. And you have absolutely no, was it arrows, quivers, what's it called? I don't know. I'm sounding like an idiot right now because I'm tired, okay? But you don't have any. So, what are you going to use? What are you going to use? And also, you're wearing shorts. No bueno, okay? And blue for communication. So you don't know all of the facets of everything that's going on. Meaning you don't know all the details of what you are getting involved in the first place. And you need to understand every detail, meaning every side to the story. And people are talking about trauma and why you are bouncing out and like being like, oh, I'm going to hurry up and get there and help, is because it is kind of triggering something that you have been through yourself. And that's why you are going to hurry up and get there. But this messenger, which is floating up here in this blue, right, which is a crow, is like, look, dude, hey, buddy, you don't know all of it. And unfortunately, I doubt that you can speak actual, like, bird speak. Because this bird would be trying to tell you everything that you need to know before you go and potentially hurt yourself with your own sword or your motorcycle or whatever before cutting people out of your life or situations out of other people's lives, thinking that you're doing something really helpful when in fact might be the exact opposite and come back and bite you in the behind. Hope you understand what I'm talking about. That is your card. This applies to work. This applies to relationships. This applies to family. All across the board. That is some decision that you are making right now. You have to get all of the information first. The sword has two sides. The side that is closest to you and the side that faces your opponent or faces whatever you are aiming your sword at, right? So you always have the potential to actually hurt yourself while taking care of what needs to be taken care of. Choose wisely, be careful, and ask more questions. Hope that helped, 88. Hope that helped. That's your card you waited so patiently for. You haven't said anything. You're the only one over there on YouTube. I appreciate that. Thank you. It does apply? Okay. Do you have any questions about it? Okay. All right, I think there's a delay. So let me look at my phone here. Okay. All right. Well, I wish the best for you. Now, Betty and everybody else, I didn't get a chance to do a card for tonight. I have to go. Okay. Ah, the double-edged sword. Sure. See, I knew there was a delay. The double-edged sword meaning is that literally when you hold a sword, right? When you hold a sword, there is a side that is closest to you, right? A knife has two edges, doesn't it? Right? It has two edges. So when that's what I mean by a double-edged sword is the side that is closest to you can hurt you if you handle the situation wrong. Literally. Yeah, there we go. See? We got it. We got it now. But anyway, everybody, Betty, I'm really sorry, but I have to go. And everybody else who just popped on here toward the end, I gotta go. I am exhausted. And I bid you all a great night. And I thank you all. I really do. And if you have any questions at all, please reach out to me. If you do want to make an appointment, a private appointment, I do palm readings, card, all that. I've been doing palmistry. Palmistry is rather my forte for the past 35 years, right? But for those of you that don't know me, and you can make that appointment here. And I do it through a Facebook Messenger room, Instagram chat, different methods of doing it, Zoom, things like that. All you have to do is hold your hand up, and I can read your palm. Okay. Now, as far as cards go, same method, same thing. So, with all that being said, I'm gonna flip back here to the chat, and I will be. But check out my Facebook, everybody. It's Rachel G. Palmistry. Okay. And like my page, and you will be notified when I decide to go live again. Okay. Rachel G. Palmistry, just like up in the corner up there. Okay. And on Instagram and on Facebook and on TikTok even. I'm a little bit everywhere. And you guys have a great night. Okay? It's pouring down rain here. Welcome to Ohio, right? And I wish you all a good evening. Thanks again. And remember that you are loved. And if you have any questions, just reach out to me. Bye, everybody. Have a good one.